everyone, so today I am doing a first impression slash demo of the Tarte 12 Hour Airbrush foundation, their new powder. I think this came out last summer, so it's fairly new, but it's been out, so it's easily accessible. And then the Tarte Airbrush. I just put it on for the demo. I just received it today, and I'm gonna do kind of a check-in throughout the day so that you can see how it wears and all of that. First impression, holy wow, I am blown away at this point, and I just put it on. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's really cute, bamboo. It's light. This isn't glass, it's a plastic, but it's really nice because it's not really heavy for traveling, which is what I initially purchased it for, is because I'm going on a trip and I don't want to take liquids. So I am in the color Fair Light Neutral, which is a really, really good match for me, which like never happens, so I'm really excited about that. It retails for $36. I got mine at Sephora. It claims to be a 12-hour full coverage weightless powder foundation, and as of now I'm gonna say it's a full coverage foundation, and it's very weightless. It feels really, really nice on the skin. So it says it's got their Amazonian clay, it's full coverage, airbrush foundation, delivers flawless, natural looking coverage, invigorates the skin tone to texturize for a more youthful complexion, 12-hour wear, coverage won't settle into fine lines and wrinkles, available in 11 shades. What else? The innovative foundation also employs a custom mesh delivery system for foolproof, mess-free application every time. I was trying to see if there is anything else. It has natural gemstones to energize skin for a brighter, more radiant complexion, so it's good for your skin. Anti-inflammatory, invigorating, antibacterial, chamomile leaf extract, like awesome. And then of course with most Tarte products, it's like non-paraben. It doesn't have any like weird things in it. So like wow, I'm really excited. So this is what it looks like. It's got that kind of mesh sifter. So instead of a plastic sifter, it's mesh, which is kind of cool. It's kind of different. I don't know that you know, I don't know how it's gonna be, if it's gonna be any like huge thing. It does still kick up a little bit, not bad. When you put it on, it doesn't like fly everywhere, which is different for a powder. And I've done like the Bare Minerals back in the day. You know, I've tried powder, so this is not my first go at a powder foundation. But wow, it claims to be like a moisturizing, what do they say? It's like a... Anyways, it says that it is like a hydrating powder, which I really find to be. I have oily combination skin, so powders are usually good because they absorb oil through the day. So I don't know how this is going to last up. We're going to see today, just because, you know, if it's hydrating, I'm afraid it's going to make me oily. So I didn't put any like mattifying products on. I just put like the Too Faced Poreless primer on my cheeks and forehead. I usually use the NYX spray on after powders. So we're gonna kind of see how this holds up. I think this is gonna be really good though, but we'll see by the end of the day. The other thing that they recommend that goes with it is the little Airbrush, and it just looks like this. It's very flat, very dense, really, 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 really soft. And this retails for $26, which is kind of pricey for a brush, but I didn't have anything like it in my collection, so I felt like I was justified in this. I have kind of more fluffier kabuki brushes, but this one's really, really dense, which is nice. It says it's soft, versatile brush to flawlessly apply your Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. Buff your airbrush or blush your way to an airbrushed complexion. Perfection with the new Airbrush Bamboo Powder Foundation Brush. So they say that you're supposed to dip it in the product and then like swirl it on. Most powders I press on just because it presses it into the pores and kind of holds it better instead of letting all the product kind of fly everywhere. But I wanted to use it how it says to use it. So in the demo I swirled it all over, and it just gives such a nice finish. To me, it's very reminiscent of the ambient lighting powders, but not shimmery, or not that the ambient light powders are shimmery, but it doesn't have as strong of a sheen. It's just got a really like nice skin kind of sheen, and it's just beautiful. Like after I put it on, So I've already done the demo and now I'm doing the intro, but after I put it on, I was just like, oh my gosh, like that looks so good. And I keep like looking at my skin in the mirror because it just looks, I don't know if it just looks different than what I'm used to with a liquid foundation, but it just looks really nice, and it provides a decent amount of coverage. Like I was really, really pleasantly surprised. So for a first impression, I'm really very surprised with this product. Again, we're gonna kind of talk about wear time as we go, but I'm just, first impressions, I am completely floored. Like I am just, there's no words. I cannot believe the amount of coverage, the finish, just how it feels. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. I'm interested to see if it kind of settles and starts to feel cakey through the day. It's not supposed to, and it's not supposed to settle in fine lines and wrinkles and all that stuff. It says that it's waterproof, and it said it's 12-hour wear. So I'm not gonna like splash water on my face and test out the waterproof aspect of that, but I can really tell because I'll start getting oily and it's gonna start slipping. So, well, we'll see if it does. So yeah, so we're gonna jump into the demo just so you can see how it's applied. You're gonna see the difference kind of in my skin from before and after, and get kind of the lowdown on that. So I will see you soon. Here's the demo, and then we're gonna go through the day and see how it holds up. Okay, so this is pretty scary. I don't think I've ever been barefaced on my channel ever. I have a lot of problems with my skin. A lot of hyperpigmentation. This is probably the clearest my skin has ever been, except for when I was vegan, which is a whole nother story. But a lot of scarring, a lot of acne. I have pretty bad acne day to day. So when I heard like full coverage powder, I was kind of intrigued. I tend to wear more full coverage products just because I'm covering a lot. These are always here. Yeah, so I have weird things going on with my skin. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a good thing. I have oily combination skin for the most part. So I'm pretty oily. T-zone, I do get dry patches, but I'm really oily. So I'm more like oily with like dehydrated skin, if that makes sense. So I'm going to open this with you. I haven't seen this. It just came in the package, so I'm really excited. This is in the color Fair Light Neutral. It says fair to light skin tones with yellow and pink undertones is what the description says. So that's the color that I got. Hopefully this is going to match. Really nice packaging. It's got like the bamboo kind of feel on it. It's not super heavy. It's plastic, which will be really nice for traveling. Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Airbrush Foundation. Really nice. So let's open this up. And it's got a pull remove on it, just to keep everything looking good. And I watched some reviews, so I'm not like completely shocked when I open this. Came off a little bit of product on there, and then this is just what it looks like. It has kind of this mesh material on it to hold like as a sifter instead of a plastic one, which is kind of cool. And then there's the Airbrush that, so we're gonna see what this does. You can just, it fits just right in the little space here, and powder just comes out. So let's put this on. I did moisturize. I have the Too Faced poreless primer in my T-zone, but I didn't put any like mattifying products just because I'm curious to see what it does without them. So let's just put it on and see what happens. It does say to swirl in circular motions. I'm much more of a like press your powder into your skin just because that's what holds up on my skin really nicely. So in just working with it, it does have a decent amount of coverage. I'm not sure that I'm going to call this full coverage, but I haven't kind of finished building it up. So I'm going to keep going here. I feel like this is not coming out of the sifter well. Let's just see here. Maybe I'm pushing too hard. is kind of, when I put it on my face, I don't notice it kind of like powdering everywhere. It is like when I'm dipping my brush in the container, but when I actually like put it on my face, I'm not seeing like a ton of it like spray everywhere, but that could just be the lighting. Okay, I'm still working with it. It is taking kind of a minute to build, but it's not like dry. Like it doesn't feel like a really dry powder. It's definitely more of like a moisturizing powder, which is kind of interesting. Feels really nice. It doesn't feel heavy, like as I'm building and building and building to see how much coverage I can get. It doesn't feel really heavy. Like I'm not feeling like I have a lot of makeup on, but it is giving decent coverage. I mean, compared to where we started, decent coverage. I'm not sure that I would like replace my liquid foundation with this, but it has a really nice like everyday coverage to it. I would definitely wear concealer with this. This would not replace like concealer and foundation. It's not dry. Like I don't know why I like really thought it was going to feel dry and kind of powdery, and it really doesn't. It doesn't have that kind of flaky, like even after I set with powders, a lot of times this line here, it kind of settles. I'm not feeling that at all. Like it's just it's hydrating, which is bizarre for a powder, I think. And we'll have to kind of see how it holds up on my skin over the day and kind of see, because I don't know if this is really going to hold up, because I don't know, I just don't feel like it would, but we'll kind of see. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and probably check in a little bit later today, see how it's holding up. I'm not going to, I usually spray my face with the NYX mattifying spray just to mattify, and then I put a powder over this, but since this is a powder, I'm not going to put anything on and just see. So I'm going to conceal and put blush and stuff on and then go through the rest of the day and kind of see how it holds up, and I'll check in with you later. Okay, so it's about 7 hours later from the first time I filmed and applied it. So you can see it's broken down a little bit, but not horrible. I am usually like a greasy greaseball mess by like 2 hours after I apply my foundation. I have to go through, put another powder on. I went to work, I went and I taught dance for a couple hours, I ate, I did a lot of stuff after I put it on, and it's actually held up really well. And even looking at like, I'm looking at the viewfinder, but even in person it looks still really nice. It's got still a good finish. I am oily, but I'm always oily. Like that's really mild compared to how my skin normally is, but like my blush and bronzer are still intact. They haven't moved, but you can definitely see a shine on my face. But not horrible. Usually I'm like really, really oily in here, so much that it's like grease ball shine. So I'm just gonna go in with my Forever Puff and just kind of blend a little bit and see if that will take away the shine, which it looks like it is. I love these. These are awesome. And just kind of get a little bit of the shine off, and this is 8 hours. I am seeing like redness around my nose that kind of has worn off. I touch my face a lot and rub my face, and so again that's pretty typical for me, but really it has hung on a lot better than a lot of liquid foundations have, so I'm really impressed. Really impressed actually, and obviously I'm using artificial light because the sun has already gone down, so I'm not using my natural light as normal, so that's probably why it looks a little funny, but as you can see, just that little bit of blending with the Forever Puff completely took the shine off, and I don't feel the need to really add more powder. It completely did not settle in my lines, which is really kind of bizarre because normally even when I put a really light powder on right in here, this line and these lines, I'll just get a little bit of creasing and kind of the product has sunken into those areas just from moving and daily movement, which is a typical thing. Yeah, so like I said, going over with the Forever Puff, I would just keep this little one in my purse, you know, run it over. I don't feel like I lost a lot of coverage, you know, using this to kind of buff it out. But like I said, where I touch most, around my nose and kind of around my mouth and chin, has worn off a little bit, but like nothing to what I expected a powder foundation to be. So overall, I am super impressed. The wear time was really great. It didn't crease. It's not flaking. It's not like attracted to like imperfection and blemishes. It's not like caking up on that or making it drier and making those dry spots pop out. It's just really nice. I think this would be really, really great for everyday wear. Just, you know, to throw on, buff it in and be done. Put some concealer on if you wanted to. But really, really, really impressed. So I'm really liking that. And as you can see from the demo, you know, it just went on really nicely, and it just feels nice. It feels light. I kept looking at my face throughout the day just thinking it looked so nice and so different, and again, it didn't cake or crease, which is just so different for me. And like I said, I have really oily skin, so the fact that it's broken down, you know, to the point it has, I'm really impressed, because usually it's much, 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 much worse by this time of day. You know, I would just, honestly, after like 2 hours after I put on a foundation and a powder, I'm touching it with powder again, and I literally have not touched it, came straight on camera, and you guys saw exactly what my face looked like until I kind of blended it out with the Forever Puff. So, really great. And again, I was exercising. It was misty outside, like raining, so there was a little bit of rain going on, and I mean, it just lasted really well. I am definitely going to take this when I travel, so I don't have to take my liquids and a powder. I just think it's going to be perfect for me. So anyways, if I've missed anything or if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, because I will definitely be using this a lot before this video even goes live, I'm sure. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you all are well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.